Well, hey folks, I'm here again with another demo how-to for one of the tracks off the new James McMurtry album, The Black Dog and the Wandering Boy, which dropped on the 20th of June, 2025. A couple of requests for this one. Thanks for those. This is the song is "The Color of Night." I don't know. I keep saying it's a standout track on this record. There aren't any tracks on this record that aren't standouts. It's really an incredible album. In any case, let's walk through this here. This is a song, for me anyway, to my ear. Musically, it's something of a little bit of a departure for James and the band. It's got a feel to it that I haven't really quite heard in anything else, but I love it, of course. But so it's got some rhythms and some feel, I guess, some groove that doesn't really appear much in other of James's songs. So we're going to spend actually a little more time on this clip as a consequence of that, because I can't just say, oh yeah, it's the same chords as these other 20 songs, and you go off and you can really quite quickly lock into those things. So anyway, with that long-winded introduction, let's get started here. We're in the key of E. This is a double drop D with the capo on the second position. Now I've got down in the description a link to one of my original vids here, the how-to. It's a really short 5-minute thing on how James makes use of double drop D tuning in general. So I won't repeat all that here. There are really only a few shapes here we have to mess with for this song. There is one part that is a little more complicated, and of course we'll treat that separately and in some detail. As always, when I do these kinds of things and I have a capo on, I am not going to be adding into the names of the chords and all that. It's just going to be a mess. We're just going to pretend that's where the top of the guitar is, and that's a D shape, and that's a G, and all. Okay, just my usual disclaimer. All right, so let's first talk about the home position D here. That's the first two, the regular old first finger here, second fret, third string, third fret, second string, and you can do it 1 and 2 like this. You can do it 1 and 3 like this. I'm doing it actually 2 and 3 like this at the start because, and we'll start with that little intro phrase. It's just the chord. That's to mimic that little run that Cornbread does on the bass as the song opens. So if you have your two fingers this way, it makes it a lot easier to bring that down. This is a great opportunity to take a minute and talk about the right hand, because as I say, the sort of the groove of this song is somewhat unlike many of James's previous songs. Plus, I've had several folks say, please give us more on the right hand. And I apologize for not having done that before. I promise you, it's not because I want to neglect it. It's because it's like that line in Charlemagne's Hometown. I lack the language. I don't know how to describe what I'm doing. I swear. It's just, I've been doing this a long time, so my hand it has fallen into its patterns. So I really am making an effort to consciously think about what I'm doing so that I can describe it. So bear with me. I'll do my best, and I hope to improve over time. I know that I have spent almost all my emphasis on left-handed stuff. Fair dinkum. All right, here we go. So home D position. The G chord is very standard thing here in this tuning, and then we're going to be doing the A chord. Now, you can get away in this tuning with laying your finger down, get a great A chord that way. However, we really want to hear the jangle that you get when you do it with your 3 fingers together, just like like you learned your A chord at the very beginning, because you want that. Okay, so that comes back to the right hand. The thing I'm trying to do is this, and I'm going to go slow. I'm going to play the tempo more slowly than I probably would performing it, just to try to lock into that groove. That's the kind of loping, galloping sort of tempo you want to try to keep through the whole song. And when you're doing that thing, when you get to that A chord, man, that sounds cool. And you can really hear it on the record. You can hear that jangly thing. All right, so we've covered those three things. Those are the main chord shapes you will be in for the whole song. The one little more intricate thing we're going to talk about now has to do with the bridge that appears late in the song prior to the last verse and chorus. The sort of thing I'm going to call it here is the No More Buffalo Walk Down. Because it's very similar. In fact, it is exactly the shapes James uses when he plays the iconic opening sequence, and of course that repeats throughout No More Buffalo. So that's the thing that I'm calling that the No More Buffalo Walk Down. You heard it here first. All right, so get ready. I'm just putting that out there. We're going to be using that when we get to the bridge. It won't be the same tempo, of course. All right, so now let's jump in. Structurally, the song consists of verses and choruses and this one bridge. Excuse me. And there is a guitar solo that comes directly after the bridge that's built on the same progression as the bridge, but it's varied a little bit. We'll walk through that when we get there. But the good news is each verse is exactly the same throughout the song, and each chorus is exactly the same throughout the song. So first we're going to do the verse, and I'll get that under our belt, and then we'll move on to the chorus. We'll have all that wiped out, and then we'll go to the bridge and talk about that guitar solo and call it a day. Okay, so the first verse. Intro. I was lying on the shop floor in a pile of broken parts. Thought I heard drums in the distance, but it was only my heart. In that hollow place where the dominoes fall, it's all you can do just to make any sense of it all. Okay, so it's the D, back to the G, to G to the A, excuse me. So it's okay, do that a couple times. Okay, and then same two chords, and then the last line is just D and A. So I'm really exaggerating that. Why? Because I'm still learning to play the song, and it helps me a lot to really exaggerate those things in the early going as I'm finding my groove on the song. Eventually, it'll become more subtle. Not a bad. It works for me anyway. I don't know if it's something you want to try. Okay, so those are the verses. That's like I said, it's going to be the same every time. So let's now jump into the chorus. The chorus is going to start out here on the G chord. So I will get to the end of a verse here, and then I'll jump straight to the chorus, sing it through, and we'll come back and break it down. Still I hope that it works out somehow. Just have to see the color of night. Oh, you know what? Here I am telling you I had all the shape. There's one more shape, y'all, that I forgot, and I'm about to play it. There it is. It's the C chord. It's like you'd play it on a natural guitar, but you're going to get the jangle, which is great. I'm sorry. There's an additional shape. I know. Springing that on you in the middle of the clip. Full money back guarantee, as always. All right, anyway, let's go on. Still I hope it works out somehow. Just have to see. Color of night. It's a 60-watt bulb on the cinder block wall. Can't find a light. Matchbooks are empty. There's no one awake to call. Excuse me for the cough there. Okay, so we start color of night in G with the G chord. Color of night, and then we just go up to the C. Down, 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 down. So you're in G, you go C, G, D. Can't find no light. Matchbooks are spent, and no one awake to call. Ends in the A. And then in between here, it's just all right. And that little thing comes from lifting off your index finger from your home D position. Now by this time I'm over here in 1 and 2, and so I was in 2 and 3 when we started, but I'm at 1 and 2 now because I want my 3 to fall down here on the 4th fret of the 4th string. Right, so that's the little glue section between the first chorus and when he jumps into the second verse, which is the same as the first. So we'll skip all that. All right. So now what that means, we go verse 1 and verse 2. Then we have chorus the first time. Then we go to verse 3, and then we go to the second chorus. And keep in mind that the melody of the chorus is the same, but he does change the words up, so maybe it's not really a chorus. And anyone who's watched many of these knows I have no idea what the actual terms are for the names of these structural parts of the song. All right, so what we're going to do now is after that, okay, third verse, second chorus, that's when he goes into the bridge. And that's where we start our No More Buffalo Walk Down. Okay, and I must confess I'd have never known the truth. Sometimes we send a message, hope it don't get through. Now, that's what the song is doing, this kind of. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that yet. When I perform the song, I might do a little deadening, a little palm muting here and try to really recall the sound of the record as best I can. Or I might let it ring. I don't know yet. So you're going to have to pick how you like to do it. So, must confess I never known the truth. It's the same 4 times in a row. Crawl back out just to see my shadow again. Now guitar solo, back to the G. Hey, no more Buffalo Walk Down. To G, back to A, and into the last verse. All right, so that's it. I think we've covered all the sections. We've got the configuration of the guitar. We have the bonus shape that you didn't hear about until halfway through the clip. We covered the verses and the choruses and how they're the same each time. And then we took a little walk down there, that No More Buffalo thing, to help us do the bridge and support the guitar solo that comes right after the bridge. So I hope this has been helpful. As always, keep those requests coming. I think this might, I have only one more, I think, off this new album that I got to work out. That's Back to Curtline. So we'll getting going on that one soon. Thanks again for watching and coming to my streams, folks. Please hit like and subscribe if what I'm doing is something that floats your boat. And I will be including this tune in my next live stream performance, which is coming up in about a week's time. Excuse me. And so once that's done, I will then get the link to that part of the stream, and I'll drop it straight down into my description here, so that there will be a full rendition that you can look at. Only the first few people who look at this thing will have to wait. All right, thanks again, everybody. We'll see you now in the next one, and thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.